Yay, I am back again, but just so you know, I want you to know that I'm a pretty nonsensical person. I mean, obviously, I've been working on balance, so like when things are, I need to approach things from a serious note. I can do that, but for the most part, I'm pretty nonsensical, and I like to keep things light and jovial. I mean, life is flying by, and I certainly don't want to be, I don't know, worrying about silly things that who cares about. I've noticed that the mind, it really likes to create issues that don't really need to be there, and yeah, it makes people crazy. No thank you. No thank you to that. But I'm gonna make another video because I love playing this card game so much, and hey, why not? I'm gonna pick 5 cards today, and we're going to discuss it. As per usual, if you feel inclined to leave your commentary below to share your perspective, I encourage you to do so because it's so fun. Okay, so I'm going to pick 5 cards, and then we're going to get into it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, twist. I'm going to pull from the top. Are you replaceable? Are you replaceable? Yes and no. Yes, because I feel like, life is a constant chain of change. So like, for instance, in a family group, in a friend group, work related things, I feel like I am absolutely replaceable. But as far as my energetic imprint in this creation scheme of things, I feel like we are individualistic, and we probably can't be replaced. We have like our own individual and very unique energetic signature that resides in this whole scheme of creation. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Whatever. Okay, next. That was kind of simple to answer, yes. Is it easier to love or be loved? I think this is dependent on the individual. But if I were to talk about myself, I think it was easier for me to love than to be loved for most of my life. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was childhood trauma. But I really had a hard time accepting love, but I certainly was really good at giving it. If you're talking about if it was healthy or unhealthy love, it was probably unhealthy for most of my life because, it was one-sided because I was looking for validation and to be accepted by people. But now that I've learned to validate and accept myself, I have healthy love that I hella distribute, and I will hella receive it too. If anybody wants to give me love, yeah. This is going by really quickly. I might pull more than 5 cards. Let's just go with it. What's this? Does truth exist without evidence? Yes, I believe so. Because there's a lot of things that exist that you can't logic through, It's like there's things beyond the 5 senses, beyond what the brain is able to comprehend or perceive that exists, And so there's a lot of like unseen forces that obviously exist, Yeah. So does truth exist without evidence? Yes. I think like people who have more expansive minds, people who are more spiritually inclined, emotionally mature probably can hone in on more of the truth than somebody who is still growing into knowing. Yep. Next, oh my god, I'm going through these so fast. Maybe I should dig deeper. Dig deeper. If you could be an animal, what would you be and why? If I could be an animal, if it's not like limited to like animals that exist in this dimension and region, I would be a phoenix for sure. But if I had to like pick an animal that resides currently in our reality, I would say I would be a red panda or a sloth. Yeah, red panda or sloth. That's what I would be. Yes, not in captivity and in a protected region of, like, my habitat would be protected in the wild. I just wanted to put that out as a disclaimer. I don't want to be in captivity. You know how boring that would be. And then I also don't want to be like, oh my god, are they going to cut down my forest today? You know? Or am I going to get hunted? Yeah, I don't want to be living in fear. What else? I feel like this is, whoa, yeah, we're going over the 5 cards. If I steal a loaf of bread from you and eat it, when does the bread itself cease to become yours and become mine? What a weird question. Okay, if I steal a loaf of bread from you and I eat it, when does the bread cease to be yours and becomes mine? I don't think the bread belonged to anyone. You know? I feel like the bread was just there. And it went through the process that it needed to go through. And, yeah, you made it and I ate it. And that's that. The bread just went through different variations of transitions and transactions. I don't think we own anything, honestly. And that's a whole nother can of worms that I choose not to go into. Everything's just borrowed. You know, we don't own anything, not even this body, you know. So it's like, for me, it's like, why am I gonna fight over like physical things? Like, seriously, you can have it. I don't want to fight with you. You can have it. If it means that much to you, and that's going to like promote well-being in you and me without having to dispute over it, you can have it. Blah, 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 blah. What was, we already answered this in my last video. What was the best phase of my life? In the embryonic phase, when I was in my mother's womb. Wow, I'm just like speeding through these. What does your personal heaven look like? My personal heaven looks like everything and everyone coinciding in complete balance and harmony. And what I mean by that is like everything. I'm talking about elemental things. I'm talking about animals of different gradations, even aliens, whatever, everything, all of existence. I'm existing in perfect balance and harmony. That's what my personal heaven looks like. In less than 5 words, what advice would you give to a child? Be yourself. Be yourself. Know yourself. Oh, that's less than 5 words. Be yourself and know yourself. That's what I would tell a child. Sorry, I'm like making those weird noises. Does life require a purpose and goal? If so, why? If not, why? I don't think it requires a goal, but I certainly feel like everyone is in a constant state of evolution or devolution, you know? Just so that, like, I want to say, I believe there is like a higher power, and in order to know itself, it needs to fragment itself and experience different experiences to know itself from many different angles, from infinite amount of angles. And there's no purpose but to know itself and to create and to live in the creation and be the creation. That just, I don't know, that just came off the top of my head, whatever. I'm gonna stop soon, or else I will go, I will literally go through all of the cards, and I don't know. Does a person's name influence who they will become? Yes, absolutely. So if you were to think in terms of energy, and if I want to say, in the beginning there was light and the word. You know, I feel like the word was sound. Because think about it, when we communicate and talk, we are using words that are audibly transmitted, you know. And so, like, if you were to think in terms of, yeah, like energy and sound, and your words cast spells, like you literally, like, will things into existence based off of your words. And being that a name is a word or a reference point to address someone, the name definitely does influence who you will become. And this is a really stupid analogy, but let's just like say like you have a child. This is a really bad example. But say you have a child and you're constantly like calling the child stupid. You know, and like if you think about it, that's kind of like a name. You're name calling, right? You're name calling. So if you tell a child that they're stupid and you're calling them that name over and over again, they're going to start believing it, and they're going to start operating from that vibrational frequency. You know, and if you tell a child that they're amazing and awesome and splendid, that's also casting spells. I want to say that's white magic versus black magic. I think black magic is just words that I want to say prevent you from becoming your highest potential, because it's constantly suppressing you. White magic is kind of like healing and lifting, you know. So if you call somebody beautiful and lovely and amazing, and you keep calling them that, name calling them that, they're gonna start, you know, resonating from that vibration. You know, same with a name. A name is literally a word, which is a spell, which is a reference. And that's the frequency that you will want to say emanate from. I've heard stories of people calling their kids like really powerful names, like for instance the goddess Athena, you know, and the child could not handle that name energetically, and so a lot of things in their life would go awry, you know. So that's why you have to make sure like the name is a energetic match. And I feel like you could like gauge that off of your intuition, you know, if it feels right or if it doesn't feel right. If you're in tune with your intuition, then, you know, you'll probably make a more accurate judgment call. But if you're not in tune with your intuition, then you might give the child a name that may cause havoc in their life. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to get off that subject. Last card for fun. If every neuron in a human was accurately simulated in a computer, would it result in human consciousness? If every neuron in a human was accurately simulated in a computer, would it result in human consciousness? Short answer, yes. I don't have anything beyond that answer, honestly. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this game, this session, and I hope it gave you food for thought. As always, take care of yourself. Be present. Be in the here and now. And I'll catch you next time. Until then, peace out. Peace out.